somebody called out the Peter McKinnon, calling him overrated. Daniel Marchione. We'll go with Daniel. Let's see what we got.
Peter McKinnon is an overrated photographer. Let me preface this by saying that I don't think I'm the best. I know I have my good photos. I know I have my bad photos.
Well, shit. Let's go check it out right now. _DM creative. Well, he looks like a photographer, I'll tell you that.
But I do know enough about photography to know that his photography is overrated. Don't get me wrong. I respect him. He's a great storyteller and a great videographer. He built the following that he has for a reason. Hell, I even applied to work with him. But when you're that large, command the attention that you do, and have a following of millions that look up to you, there's got to be some sort of accountability.
Why would you apply to work with an overrated photographer? What sense does that make? If I wanted to be the best basket weaver in the goddamn world, I wouldn't apply to someone who's shitty at basket weaving. So is he overrated or not, Daniel? What is it?
Recently, Peter McKinnon posted this photo. It's very dark, it's boring, the focal point is a rock in the middle, the colors are muddy. It's just not a great photo. If I were to post the exact same photo, probably wouldn't even get a second look. And here's where I have an issue. It's in the comments section. Check this out. Here are some of the top comments on that post. Dude, so epic. All the feels are here. 3 flames. Dramatic AF. 2 flames. Straight fire. 1 flame. This is so cool. Flame emoji. Flame emojis. People praise anything and everything that he does. Why? Because he is who he is? Are you hoping that your 3 flame emojis will get recognized by him and he'll say, oh, I really want to work with you and put you on the map as a photographer?
This is the issue with his argument. Photography or any art in general is all opinionated. You may think that he's overrated, but I may think he's the best photographer I've ever seen. Me saying he is the best photographer ever is an opinion. So when he says he's overrated, he might be overrated for him, but he's not overrated for other people. If 100 people say the photo's good and you don't, you might be fucking wrong.
Why is there no accountability for the people we look up to produce high quality work? They can put out anything. They can put out junk. And the other side to that coin is, if and when they're not putting high quality work out, why is there no accountability? Why isn't anybody saying anything? Why does nobody say, hey man, not your best work? You know, where's that constructive feedback? Is that solely for small creators and people who run businesses where the client isn't happy? As consumers of his content, we are the client. Why is everybody kissing his ass to tell him how good things are, when in reality, they're not always good?
Because it looks like the photo's good. Nobody's going to say, hey, your photo sucks, because they all think the photo's fucking good. And what kind of fucking asshole gets on a social media and says, hey, that photo sucks. You can do better. So he wants people to go to Peter McKinnon's profile and say, hey, Peter, that photo sucks. This man has over 5 million subscribers on YouTube, over 1 million followers on Instagram. But this guy says he's overrated, and that needs to be accounted for. There needs to be justice. If he has a following, he's doing something right.
Here's what irks me a little bit. On that specific photo I showed you, I commented, why are we so quick to praise mediocrity? And he immediately deleted it. You know, as someone that big and that good at what you do, as, an industry leader, as someone that people look up to, can you not handle criticism? Is your ego too big to, say, yeah, maybe this guy's right? Now, I'm sure the fanboys and fangirls of Peter McKinnon are going to come at me in the comments for feeling this way. But hang on a second. Take a second look at the picture. Remove the name and who took the picture from it. Can you honestly, actually say that you would hang this photo in your house?
First of all, yes, I would completely hang that photo at my house. I might print that photo out and put it right above my desk at home just to piss him off. And I would delete the fucking comment too. Of course I'm going to delete asshole fucking comments. Why would I keep that comment on there? And why would you comment that? Your point goes both ways. If someone comments fire emojis and you say, do you want Peter McKinnon to reach out to you because you kissed his ass? The same applies to you. Why did you put that comment out there? Did you want Peter McKinnon to be pissed at you? It looks like he applied to work with Peter McKinnon. It didn't get hired, so now he's kind of butthurt. He's just butthurt. That's all this is.
I bet you can find or already know of hundreds of smaller creators and photographers who are producing consistently better work that you'd be way more inclined to hang in your house before a lot of the pictures that Peter McKinnon posts on his feed. And for the record, I know this whole photography game is about community and building friendships and shooting together. I'm all for that. I have a lot of photographer friends. I love going out and shooting with them. I'm not trying to divide people or anything like that. What I'm trying to say is that I have a higher standard for people who are at the forefront of this industry, of these communities, of these creators. The people that you look up to should be producing work that you look up to. We shouldn't be praising mediocre work. We shouldn't be praising bad photos like it's God's gift to photography.
I don't know how many times I can say this, Daniel. If everybody, newsflash, buddy, the worst place to go to get put up on a pedestal, to be encouraged to do something is the internet. People are assholes. So if everybody on the internet is praising the photo, probably because it's a good photo. Also, it's not just about being a good photographer. It's about your character, the videos you make. I mean, when you look at a book that is a best-selling author, the book says best-selling, not best writer. You could have someone who writes an amazing book but can't sell it. And you could have someone who writes an average book and can sell the shit out of it. So just because Peter McKinnon had a bad photo doesn't mean he's a bad photographer. And he's gained a following not only for his photography. It looks like he's just getting this reaction to get more views on his video. What do you think?
Imagine being in art school and going to a portrait drawing class. Your teacher walks up to the front of the class and on the board draws a stick figure and says, "We're going to teach you how to draw amazing portraits just like this one." You'd laugh your teacher right out of the room. But for some reason, that doesn't happen with him because what? He's got 5 million followers?
How do you think he got 5 million followers, dude? Do you think he just took a shit and everyone was like, I'm going to subscribe to this guy? You think when he had 10,000 subscribers, people weren't like, dude, your photo sucks? Dude, this man's been through it. He's got 5 million subs. You don't think that somebody along that journey was like, hey, your shit sucks? You don't think he has it figured out? You know? He's been doing this for years, man. Years.
Honestly, I'm open to discussion. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. If you're going to be an internet bully, that's fine too, but just back it up. If you have something to say and I'm wrong and you want to throw shots at me, great, but just back it up. If you have a valid point for why what I'm saying doesn't make sense, I'd love to hear it. Don't be an asshole though. Thanks for listening to my rant and watching my videos. I'll see you in the next one, or I guess in the comments section.
I see what you're doing here. You're making this video with Peter McKinnon's name in it because you know damn well that's going to get you views. And it's working because I'm reacting to it right now. But you said you're open for discussion, so here is the discussion. It's very, very hard to call a photographer overrated. It's hard to call any artist overrated because if you don't like it, well, that's your opinion. And 5 million people like it, well, that's their opinion. 5 million to 1, your odds aren't great, buddy. The internet is the worst place to get positive reinforcement, and he's still getting positive reinforcement. And that's probably because he's fine-tuned his photography to his audience. So you can't sit here and say he's overrated when he is clearly bullying these people for some reason. I don't know. Those are my points. You reply to me, put me on blast. Daniel, if you're watching this, I want to do a bet. First one to 1 million subs is the winner. The loser has to fly out to the winner and make a video with them, but has to listen to everything the winner says for the video. Guys, if you're still watching, head on over to Daniel's YouTube, comment on that video and say, hey, you should have been hired by Peter McKinnon. Goodbye now.
Sometimes I like to hike up mountains just to see how crazy small we are. We're so in this world. Fuck, are you still bitching about your problems? Can you fall apart?